travel on.
Sorry guys, you can understand, right? I literally couldn't hear anything. I had to take my headphones off because it was so loud.
I'd say it was worth it,
Hey,
personally.
it was worth it. Why is it not opening? There we go. Okay.
We've got a new name on the grid today, which Connor will be pronouncing every time.
Oh shit, what is it?
Look in my DMs. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Once this opens, there we go. Now we should have overlay. Hopefully, very shortly. Right about now, please, for the love of Christ Almighty. Oh bollocks! Right.
By the way, we already had it. Someone already suggested a poll.
For
Before it even started. I started it, and it was, will Ben Cassie get P3 or above in quali? We've got 6,500 points on yes and 14,000 on no.
interesting. Okay, wait. I need to. I'm trying to. There we go.
Everyone loves a
Now,
good
if I do this, and then 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 that.
Potts dropped 14k on no. He is the The sole
Oh,
trader
oh,
on no.
oh.
Right, we're starting my first lap, Connor.
Are we? Who?
Yeah, someone who's looking very strong, Stefan Kingma. He's looked really strong in the past 2 races. His quality pace has been really good, and his race pace to match it. Let's see what he's going to do around France today. I've got high hopes because I've heard some good things about him. He's
Sorry,
probably going to be
everybody.
faster than me.
Life is a highway.
I'd say it was worth, like, you know, totally bollocksing up the first like
Ah!
10 minutes of the stream. What?
It's
Well,
struggling.
Hannestad spun on his first hot lap. Hannestad has had a spin, and he's got a Mercedes of Poufran right on his back. Not that it matters really, but yeah.
Do you want to know something, Will Swan?
What do I want to know?
Life is a highway.
Thanks, Connor. You haven't said.
Have I not?
No. You
Oh.
might need to remind us a few more times during the course of the stream.
Alright, I will do.
Kingma's coming through Bussy. Favourite corner.
Oh, it's working! Yay! The leaderboard isn't. I think I turned that off by accident.
No, you turned it off because it was spazzing out, did you not?
Hopefully leaderboard will kick in, but we do have the Halo HUD, that's working, and we'll be able to watch Stefan Kingma come through the final corner. There goes the leaderboard, finally. It is here, as Stefan Kingma will run up to line for the first lap to be set here in this qualifying session, and it is a 1:30.9, a pretty solid lap for the first lap out.
Better than my first lap I did in Tier 2, so that's great.
Your best lap? No, it
No,
wasn't.
my first lap.
Oh,
Oh,
your
Poufran
first
goes
lap.
even faster though, by 400th of a second. So it's already looking pretty competitive up at the top.
Right,
We've
let
got
me get myself acquainted here. What am I after? I'm after lap timer. That's what I'm after. There we go. Now we can see that beautiful lap.
Across the line, and then Livingston with 31.2, which is 3/10 off of pole. Well, provisional pole at this very moment. Magnussen setting a lap 3/10 off of that with a 31.5, and Ben Cassie only managing a 32.8. So whoever said, will he get P3 in qualifying? It's not looking good.
No, I know. Luke Martin just set a 1:31.8, puts him ahead of Cassie.
Oh, Nilsson
Going to the top at the moment.
by 100th of a second.
What
To
a
be
guy.
fair to him, he did have some pretty strong quali pace in that practice session that we were in with him. As well as his McLaren teammate Vasilev with a 31.0, also another solid time. So 2 McLarens in the top 4 there.
There we go. Sorry, chat. I am struggling today. So now to cross the line will be not Talbot. It'll be Sharma, I think. Oh no, he's starting a lap. So
There's about 18 people crossing the line.
11. Right, chill out, mate. All right. You don't understand the struggle that I'm having right now.
You don't understand the struggle that Luke Martin's gonna have. This lobby restart.
Luke Martin, the wily old fox, is going to struggle. As ice cream, actually, a race winner here in Tier 3 now, is going to be ran in the final corner. And coming to set his first lap of the session. It's looking like it's going to be around the same time as the current pole, but it's not. It's going to be a 32, I think. It's a 32-2. I got that a bit wrong.
Yeah. I'm gonna point out today, the GOAT, Jeffrey Pavich, is racing.
Jeff Pavich is here, everybody.
Everyone's been waiting for this. It's been highly anticipated, but the return of the king, Jeff Pavich, is on the grid in an Alfa Romeo today.
Let's see what Talbot can do in his second race here at Amethyst Racing. Obviously having an early end to his main Grand Prix last time out, and he is 6 tenths away from Jacob Nilsson.
Did he not pull out of that lap a little bit there as you crossed the line?
Possibly, I think he did, you know.
Got the 2 Hasses coming up anyways, with Zerveld ahead.
A mighty crash for Talbot last time out, if you remember. And Jeff Pavich is out on track!
Yes! But you did just miss Sebastian Zerveld setting the time going.
I don't care, Jeff Pavich is right here, right now. He's in an Alfa Romeo. This is all that matters. This is what people want to see. Everyone in chat, you all want to see this man, right? This is what, this
is what they came here for.
This is what you're here for. This is what you live for here at Amethyst Racing. Jeff Pavich.
The viewer count's going to drop from 14.
That's
to
it.
4
Woo, Pavich! Come on, Pavich, go! See, chat is going wild for Jeff Pavich. Just driving out on track. He's not even set a time yet. This guy.
He's electrifying. He's like the Rock. Can you smell what the Pavich is cooking?
Basically. Let him cook.
Don't let Pavich cook. He might pull a bar in again.
Oh dear.
We just have a 10th grid penalty to serve, so
He
we can't get too
does.
excited about his quality times.
He does. His mere presence is overwhelming, says
Very true.
Oh, there's a spun Alpha Tauri.
Is that?
Was that
Oh, it's
Hannestad?
It's
It's Magnussen.
Who's currently sat in P8.
Yeah, at least he already has a lap set. But who doesn't is Jeff Pavic, and he's going to be coming up to the line now to start his first lap since, like, I don't Imola? Fuck, I don't know.
No, Bahrain.
Bahrain?
He got a 10th grid penalty in his first race and said, nah, I'm done.
Sorry. So this is his second ever quali lap here in Season 6. And let's see how it goes for him as he comes through turn 4 and 5 into 6 now.
Running in third gear.
Yeah, he's
Although
absolutely... Oh, he's only a 10th down of Vasilev through Sector 1.
Vasilev?
Yeah, I don't know why it told me it was Vasilev.
Why is it?
I think maybe because Vasilev has the fastest first sector, possibly.
Is Vasilev actually not just in front of him currently? Yes, he is.
No, Vasilev... No, mate, it's because Vasilev has the fastest first sector.
Oh,
And
okay,
now
so
it's compared to Jacob Nielsen, who has the fastest second sector. And I think Puthran has the fastest third.
McLaren dominated track.
Obviously.
Lovely.
Jeff Pavic 4/10ths down on Jacob Nielsen's lap as he heads through Sign, I think it's called.
So upset.
Scene?
Yeah,
Scene! It's called Scene, isn't it? Isn't that
Through
corner called
Bussy.
Scene?
Don't know, but he's through Bussy.
He's,
Hey.
Jeff Pavic loves a bit of Bussy.
I
As,
hope that Alpha Tauri can get in his way, and he hasn't. Oh, it's just a beautiful lap, isn't it? Just watching this man chuck a car around the track.
let's hope he doesn't
Fantastic
do
win.
over Verstappen somehow. Jeff Pavic is the only person that could hit the barrier on the last corner at France. So... Oh, he's navigating. He's getting a
got
lovely
contract.
toe. We're giving him a toe. What are we doing, man? Anyway, Jeff Pavic up to the line. It's a one. It's a P5 on his second ever qualifying. No, his second ever qualifying session in season 6. This guy is undefeated.
He's magical. You could just sit there and watch it with your jaw dropped down.
Right, who's next to come across the line? I think
Got a bit distracted, don't know.
Luke Martin.
He's invalidated if he. I think he's just starting a lap. Yeah, he's got full battery.
The Aston Martin behind him is that Hiker. It is.
Looks really slow.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
recharging, so it's not him. What about the other Alfa Romeo of
Currently in P11.
Kosev? Is he on a
Just
lap?
starting a lap. Just starting a
starting.
lap.
The two Red Bulls?
However, Sargent is on a lap, and Ice Cream behind is not on a lap. So Sargent should be next across the line. Yeah.
Well, watch Ethan Sargent, not Logan Sargent as I like to call him. Come through the final corner, get on the throttle for one last time in this lap, and it is a 1:31.4 for Ethan Sargent. Puts him into P8. It's pretty solid lap there for his first lap in the session.
Here comes Ben Cassie around the final corner. Let's see if he's gonna manage to get himself into the top 3. To make that prediction, have a different outcome. It goes P9. It's an
P9.
improvement. It's a solid improvement, but it's not
And
P3.
Is that
Josef's had a spin, I think.
Talbot starting a lap? I think. Currently
Looks that
P12.
way.
The Alpha Tauri of, is that Hannestad? It is Hannestad. I think he's on an outlap as well. Oh no, he has put set a 32-1.
The Alpine Reserve coming across the line up to P4.
Oh!
His name is.
Oh no! Oh no!
What's happened? What's happened?
Jonathan Hannestad has just. Oh no, he's doing no rules France.
I said it in the briefing. I mentioned it explicitly in the briefing.
Oh dearie, dearie.
Oh
me.
my god.
Even Monk's disappointed in you.
Bro thinks he's Alfred Monk.
Monk's well done. Busted.
The Alpine that moved up into P4 is called Jens Meat.
Oh, and Sebastian Zervel's had a spin.
What is Zervel doing?
What is Zervel doing? No, Masic starts a lap,
Starts a lap.
I think. But I do believe Ice Cream should be next. Next to come
Ice
across the
Cream
line.
is indeed on the lap. Coming
Let's
out the
see
final
what he can
corner.
do. He's qualified onto the front row in Silverstone. Can he do the same thing here in France? No, he can't. P15.
Not so sweet of a lap, that one.
No.
For Ice Cream. Doesn't have the sprinkles and
Is
cherry
that
on
the
top.
Williams of Taubon coming to complete his second lap of the session. I believe he had a good qualifying out in Austria, but it's not. Well, he's top 10. It's top 10 for Taubon. Next across the line, I think, will be. Oh God, this is. It won't be Mewis. Mewis? Mewis.
We'll call him Jens. His first name is Jens, but we can call him Jens.
Jens. It's Jens,
How about
everybody.
we'll call him Jensen?
No, we don't. We don't use that name here anymore.
Oh, I forgot about him. I was more referencing Button, but you know,
Oh.
I didn't think about that.
No, what is Zerval doing? He's going into the pits. Livingston. Now, this guy.
He's got quite a lot of battery. I think he's pulled out of his lap now.
He has.
He was in Tier 2. He's got some experience from Tier 2 because he did race in the Tier 2 event on Sunday. Let's see if he can put that Tier 2 experience to use. Help him out.
Oh!
It's the retirement of Kingmar.
In
He's
the
retired
pits? Interesting. Very
That is
interesting.
strange.
Anyway, what I was going to say is Livingston will be looking to defend his championship lead here today in France. With Kelsey Best gone once again, he'll have another opportunity to extend that.
And with Jeff Pavic also only racing 2 races this season, obviously Livingston's, you know, been cut a bit of slack there with Jeff's shocking attendance, to say the least. But Jeff is on an outlap. He's back on track.
I'm not going to Jeff's outlap. Not again, not twice in one quali session. But what I wanted to say actually is Livingston also having a mighty crash in Austria, and not scoring points in the main event, and he's invalidated at the chicane.
Oh, yeah.
So Zachary
dear.
Livingston.
And is that not his second attempt at a hot lap? So those tyres are going to be
Wow.
wrecked. He's
Oh.
going to need to get...
Oh dear, Zachary.
Oh no. I'm going to keep watching him in case he tries to cut the track like a sly
yeah.
little dog.
Well, we'll watch Erling Heiker. I think he's actually coming around to start a new lap. I think he is. So we won't watch Erling Heiker. We'll go to... Who doesn't... Right, does anyone want to redeem the useless thing that I put on there to spectate someone? Come on, we have a little bit of time.
We've got Pufran coming through the final set, that'll be fair, and he is up there, as well as Nilsson just behind, so it'll be good to watch these two, see where they can come out on the end of
Let's
these
see,
laps.
as Puthran is on the lap actually, yeah. And he'll be coming through the final 2 corners. Purple sector 2 for the Mercedes driver, as he'll navigate into the tricky right-hand hairpin. Takes it beautifully though, and gets back on the power, and it's going to be a run up to the line here. What can he do in this qualifying session? 2 minutes 50 on the clock, and it is provisional pole by nearly 3/10 to Nilsson.
And Nilsson behind though, can Nilsson improve? No, he can't. He did have a massive, well not a massive moment, he ran it very, very, very wide at the final corner. That definitely lost him a lot of time there.
Yeah,
But,
so
here comes, Hanestad's just starting a lap, but is that... Vasilev's into the pit, I think he's pulled out of that lap there.
is that Jeff Pavic?
Yes.
But here comes Jeff Pavic! Just whenever Jeff's on the screen, you have to just hype him up.
Next man across the line, Jeff Pavic. What can Superman of F1 produce?
He's not improved in the first sector, but he's on an improvement in the second. Can he put himself up in the mix into the top 5 once again? Oh my God! Is this the front row for Jeff Pavic?
Jeffrey Pavic!
This guy is like Alonso,
He's just silenced the whole grid.
apart from Poochman.
Yeah, true.
He's cooking. Oh! Oh! Jeff Pavic is taking his time. Ah, he's fine. He's fine, everybody. He didn't mean to.
Let him cook.
Let him cook. Let him cook. Just make sure he doesn't do an unsafe rejoin. What's he doing? What is he doing? What is...
Waiting for his teammate to give him a tour, I'd imagine.
Ah. Right, what am I waiting for? Who are we going to now?
I literally couldn't tell you because...
Oh, is that a spun Alpine? No? Wait.
No, I think he's moving extremely slowly.
I thought Kingma retired.
Yeah, he did.
Huh? Anyway.
Okay.
Who's going to cross the line next? Come on, co-commentator. Give me some ideas here, man.
Hanestad,
everybody. Hanestad next cross line up to P17. What a lap. And then... I wasn't trying to be sarcastic. I was trying to hype it up, but then I went...
That sounded awful.
That did sound awful. I'm very sorry, Hanestad.
The It's fine. He's got a 6th place grid penalty for being a menace, anyways.
That's not ice
Livingston,
cream.
Zachary Livingston.
Zachary Livingston, where is he?
Oh,
P7.
he's just starting. He's just starting.
Oh, stop
I
doing
got
that.
excited.
Luke
Good move, not on a lap.
Martin
He's not on a lap.
starting
But
a
the
lap.
ice cream behind him, the Red Bull, is on a lap.
Let's
As the
see.
McLaren's off. Vasilev's went off, and I think that'll be his final lap. So no improvements for him.
As if imagine if Jeff gets the front row and
There's
gets a
Haas,
10th place.
No, Massa just spun a turn 1. And
Puthran.
retires in the pits.
Puthran is not going to do any better than a 30.6 in this session. He's given up.
Ice cream went up to P10 there though with that lap.
He
I'm
did.
not sure where he was beforehand, but I know it was definitely lower than P10.
Is that Ben Cassie now going to come up to the line?
It is.
Currently P12. Can he put his Ferrari any further up the order? He can, up into P7 ahead of his teammate. And next cross the line will be Kosev. No, what? Yeah, it was Kosev. Up to P8 for him. And who's that next cross the line? Is that Talbom? No, it's not. It's Sharma going to cross the line, but stays P18. Cannot improve on his current time. Next cross line will be... Oh, Hannes just cut another corner.
He's invalidated yet. Zerveld. What is Zerveld doing? He's coming around the final corner. That's what he's doing. He's coming around to his final lap.
Okay.
What has happened there? Zerveld goes P16 with the Alpine behind. I think not improving. I'm not sure. It was a bit of a mess.
Talbom doesn't improve.
Not
Stay
improving.
P11. What about
Sargent behind up? Goes P10 with that lap. And
P10 for Sargent? It's a solid
Livingston.
end to his qualifying session.
Livingston comes on the final corner. He's P9 at the minute. He's going to want to improve on that as he is the championship leader. What can he do here? And it's going to be
P1 for Zach Livingston!
Oh my god!
He takes pole away from Puthran in the final stages of this qualifying session.
Masic doesn't improve. Luke Martin has invalidated the fraud. He's P15. Ice cream into the pits. I think that's qualifying over.
I think that is qualifying over. Oh man, what a wacky session. Jeff Pavic P3, but with a 10th place grid penalty will start P13. Sorry.
Right.
God.
Would Cassie P3 or above? Outcome is no. So, Potts, enjoy your channel points, pal.
Life is a highway. Do you guys, what song? No, actually, that's a bad idea. Do you want Life is a Highway back on while we go into the intermission screen? Is it better than hearing us just stress about it? No, not any other song.
No, safe. I was gonna say safe, PG, family-friendly, clean song.
But it's got to be a good song.
Zack Ryder theme. Yeah, do it. Do it.
What?
Just, are you doing it on Spotify? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I'll find the link to it.
I don't know if I want to play. I don't even know what that is.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. Like, it's not gonna get you killed. It'll be
Okay.
inappropriate.
Well, should just be some kind of like mad regional restriction on this one song for no reason. Amethyst Racing is banned for playing the Zack Ryder theme.
There you go. Just play that.
Okay.
You might want to turn it down if it's on the same volume as it was when you're playing Life as a Highway. You might want to turn it down.
No, it won't be. It won't be. Alright, so we are going to have a lobby restart here to apply some grid penalties. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but there will be a big switch up onto the grid. So enjoy this music while we go and get that sorted. Cheers, guys.
that tonight, yeah. I'm gonna get some girls I like. I'm gonna wear my pants real tight. All the girls are gonna treat me just right. They don't think I see them stare at me, no. I stare into the mirror. I like the things I see. Oh, radio, tell me everything you know. I will believe your every word, just tell me so. I see the look in their eyes. I see desire in their lies. In their lies. I like to sing with the radio. God knows I could be a rock star. I'm sure all you girls want to know how you could meet me. Oh, you know who you are. I feel your eyes so locked on me.
Behold the King of Kings. On your knees, dog. All hail. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Grinned red as he walked from the place where the traitor lost both his name and his face. Through the halls and the corridors, stinking in blood, he tasted his grin, and it tasted good. The king took his head, left him broken and dead. Bow down to the king. Bow down to the king. Bow down to the king. Left none living, none able to tell. The king took their heads and he sent them to hell. Their screams echo loud in the place of their death. Ripped open they die with their final breath. They hail the King of Kings. Bow down to the king. Bow down to the king. Bow down to the king.
makes me feel seasick. Oh, what a skill to have, oh, what a skill to have. So many skills that make her distinctive. They're not mine to have, no, they're not mine. Whenever she looks, I read the nearest paper. Though I don't care about the soaps, no, I don't care about the soaps. Though I'm acting like I'm in an EastEnders episode. This is a rom-com, kill the director. This is a rom-com, kill the director, please. Carrots help us see much better in the dark. Don't talk to girls, they'll break your heart. And this is my head and this is my spout. Though they work together, they can't figure anything out. So with the angst of a teenage band, here's another song about a gender I'll never understand. Here's another song about a gender
Okay, we are back. We are back once again, and we are staring at some T-posing engineers. What the hell? This is like a Death Stranding scene. What the? Wait. Okay. Right. Swan?
Yes.
Are you seeing the T-posing engineers as well?
Yes.
It's rather interesting. Fluke Martin P5 or above. Oh,
I started that one myself because I thought it would be funny.
I think Jeff Pavic P5 or above.
Well, we've got a 5-minute timer for people to vote.
Do you want to vote and I'll pick the prediction? Or actually, should I vote?
Yeah, go on.
10k
What's
channel
the big
points.
one?
I'm going with no.
Big money, 10k channel points.
No, I'm not doing 10k. I'll do 5,000.
Pussy. Ooh. Oh, why is Kizzle said that? That's just disgusting.
Oh, but Luke will find his way into the top fucking 5 somehow.
Connor, we're not allowed to swear. Anyways, 5 red lights, Connor.
It is 5 red lights here at Paul Ricard, and they are out, and we are go once again. It's going to be Livingston leading, Puthran leading, Nilsson leading Kingma, and now Puthran is past Livingston into turn 1. Livingston seeming not to get off their best start, as Nilsson will now be looking at this massive crash at the back. I think that is Luke Martin and Sebastian Zerfeld.
You couldn't write it.
You could not write it. That Hassan and Mert getting tangled up once again. What is Zerfeld doing? Luke Martin is probably not very happy right now. It's further down the back. The two AlphaTauri is going to be looking to get past Erling Heiker here in the Aston Martin. There's contact with the Williams. The Williams of Sharman has been spun out. And now Hugo Magnussen going a little bit wide there. But back to the front of the race. It is Livingston now coming under pressure from Kingma. Nilsson on the hards, Kingma on the mediums. Actually, it's worth noting the Alpine going for a different strategy to the rest of the top 10 here today.
Nilsson's running a bit deep.
Oh, that clip is going to be amazing.
Kursev making the switch back.
What?
Kursev's got it done on the switch back there because Nilsson's ran pretty badly wide. But why is there a Haas at the back? Is Zerveld?
Yeah.
Magnussen. Magnussen actually had a spin. Does Luke Martin have damage?
Oh
No,
my
he doesn't.
God. I actually can't wait to see that clip. I actually like. It's always something to look forward to later on, isn't it? It's always just something to look forward to when you know Luke Martin's been taken out in it.
Oh,
Right.
but Kingma's been disconnected again. Kursev's right in the back of his AI.
Oh,
There's
Kosev.
a massive gap between Livingston and Kingma already building up, and Nilsson's going to want to get by here too, otherwise he's going to get his race compromised a bit.
Down the
Squeeze past
inside
the AI.
of the AI for Nilsson.
Talbot gets past Nilsson with a better drive.
Oh, he does. As Puthran sets the fastest lap, Puthran and Livingston pulling away.
Zerveld with a 5-second time penalty for speeding into the pit lane. What is Zerveld doing?
What is Zerveld doing?
Yeah, Kingma's AI is really being a bit of a moving chicane here.
Yeah, it is. But
But
Nilsson.
it's caused
Oh, it's
Kursev.
side by side for Sargent and the AI then. There's a bit of contact, I think. I do think Kingma has just rejoined, so he's probably back in that car now. But
We'll soon
yeah.
find out, but the gap now between Kursev and Livingston is crazy because of that
Yeah,
AI
it is.
interference.
It is.
That is not ideal for anyone. But either way, Livingston's gonna
Zerveld
want to
had
claw-
no front
claw
wing,
back there.
apparently.
Yeah, he didn't.
Ah. But as this race is kind of settling out a little bit here on lap 2 already, it is Puthran leading Livingston with a big gap down to Kalen Kosev. And Talbom actually finding his way up into P4. I don't know where he started. Where did he start? Talbon up 5 places already. Up into P4 for the Williams driver. Like I say, not having the best race out in Austria, but he did have pace. He had pace.
Vaslev just went around the outside. Ed Bussy, I think. But Ice Cream's going to go for the switchback on him to get that position back. It is worth noting as well that Vasilev's on the medium, so also on the alternate strategy here. But Ice Cream, is he going to make the dive up the inside? He is. And it's very close, but it does give Vasilev the inside for the next corner. And Ice Cream's running a bit deep there, but he could get a better drive. And he has. And Ice Cream's going to take that position back.
That was nicely reworked by Ice Cream there. Nice little bit of clean racing from the boys. You'll love to see it.
Talbom's right on the back of Kosev here. He might go for the dive. And it does look he's pulled out for the move. And he's ahead already, going into the corner. And he's got the position.
Talbon taking that final podium position. And now we'll be wanting to chase down the 2 race leaders of Livingston and Puthran.
Kosev may have played it smart there. DRS zone. DRS has just been able to slap DRS zone coming up. Is he playing it smart? He spun!
Oh!
Commentator's curse. I'm sorry, Kosev.
What? Oh. Oh.
Kosev, I'm so sorry.
And that's not the first time we've seen Kosev have a spin from the lead, actually, in Austria. He seems to... maybe he's trying out some new settings. I'm not too sure, but...
No, mate,
it's very unfortunate. Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Shut your gob.
I'll never commentate again. I kill drivers. Every time I kill a driver, I swear.
But here are your 2 race leaders, Zachary Livingston and Puthran. Puthran, we've not seen him in a race-winning position for a while. I don't think. Since the start of the season, no. Yeah. He had a great start to the season, and I think just misfortune has got to him in the last few races.
He was flying out in Bahrain, pretty good in Imola as well until I'm pretty sure I had some misfortunate contact. As an Alpine of Kingma's ran wide, and that invites Ice Cream up the inside at the final corner. But Kingma on the mediums is going to try and get back up the inside into turn 1, but he doesn't have the straight line speed of the Red Bull. And
Kingma settling back into P10. Ice Cream now up into P9. The Red Bull's having a good recovery drive. Oh, and there's contact between. Is that Vasilev? No, Nil. Wait, what? Vasilev.
Yeah, Vasilev. Kingma getting a massive snap on the exit of turn 2, and Vasilev just not having the reaction time to get out of the way of it. It was all so sudden. Christ.
It doesn't look like there's any damage on the McLaren. Let's see, Kingma down in P18 now. Does he have any damage? I don't...
Actually...
Oh!
Sargent on Cassie, maybe. Coming up here. Kingma with a 10-second time penalty.
What is...
But Sargent's going up the inside of Cassie here. At the end of the straight. And he can't quite make it stick. There's a bit of contact there.
Sorry, chat. I was very intrigued by what Kingma just did.
What did he just do?
I just want to see if he's going to do it again. No, he stopped for that corner. He just basically did what Jeff did in... Oh no, what Hannesad did in qualifying.
Huh.
Just cut the entire track.
I mean, I understand frustration, but...
Probably retiring. Surely not retiring. Surely.
Yeah, come on. One more safety car. Well, one
it's
safety
car. He's not even that far off the back of him. If he was like... Look at Zervald. Zervald's all the way down there and he's...
What's happened? Sharma's had a spin. Wow.
This is all kicking off.
There's a few spinners here.
Yeah. Where is Luke Martin? P13. To be fair, considering he's taken out, or, well, we don't know if he was taken out or he took someone out, who knows. But considering he had that early incident, he's nearly up into the points. And he has actually retired.
Yeah, into the pits.
Wow.
He goes to retire.
Maybe his internet, I don't know.
He has disconnected twice already.
I hope it was for other reasons, because I really don't... Oh, Luke Martin's got a 3-second time penalty!
Something you might want to watch here, possibly Nilsson on the back of Talbom. He's got much more overspeed, and it looks like it's going to be a nice, easy move for Nilsson.
It does, as he's already passed the Williams into the braking zone.
Massive battle behind of Cassie, Sargent, and even Masic on the back of them as well. Sargent gets past Cassie on the straight. Cassie must be running some pretty high wings. And now Ice Cream's on the back of that train as well. And Jeff Pavic, also on the back. Quite a good train going on there. But
there is quite a good train going on.
Wilson. Is he going to make the dive into Bussy?
Stop calling it that. God's sake.
Sergeant's actually already flashing on the battery.
Sergeant has been flying up the order. Where did he start? Let's have a look. He started in... Oh, P7. I feel like he's climbed more positions than that, or am I thinking of Ice Cream?
I think he had an incident, and actually no, Ice Cream. Ice Cream's gained a few positions, has he not?
No, he started 10th.
Oh.
We're just... Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe they lost positions at the start and we're under the wrong
Maybe,
impression.
maybe.
Talbot with the DRS and Nielsen. Is he going to be close enough into turn 1?
He's weaving. He looks left. He looks right. He's going to try the outside line around turn 1. But I don't think it's going to work for him, as Vaslev sets the fastest lap now, down in P11.
He is on the mediums, but that is still... Considering he's down in P11, you wouldn't expect that from him, as he does run wide, so possibly a warning there.
As, Livingston has closed up a lot to Puthran for the lead of the race.
I didn't even realise that.
And,
Yellow flags. Sector 1 as Magnussen's had a spin at turn 2.
Let's see what kind of wings that Livingston's running around here. Didn't gain too much down the straight, but he's also got half his battery left.
Vasilev's had a spin at the same pace Kosev has.
Oh, and Talbot gets back up into P3, and Pavic is out!
Yes.
Pavic is out!
He's retired on the straight. Oh, it's just Jeff Pavic.
You can't write this.
You can't beat the goat.
Oh god, include this in commentary. His PC controller,
Cassie.
everything is broken. Matter of
Cassie
time
just
before he
made a move up the inside of
him.
and Ice Cream's going for it as well. Masic has just been overtaken twice in the space of like 3 corners, if that.
And he's running very low on battery. By the looks of things, flashing at the back of that Haas. But yeah.
Luke Martin side by side. Luke Martin going for the switchback. Can he get the better drive? It looks like he has.
Luke Martin trying to find his way round the outside here, down the inside for turn 14. But it will be the outside line once again for turn 15. Is he going to find a better drive out the final corner? It looks like Hannestad has him covered off.
Who's got the DRS though? And it's Luke Martin with the DRS. Hannestad flashing.
It is Luke Martin with the DRS and down into turn 1. He's going to look for the inside line. He's later on the brakes. He's using the battery, but Hannestad's going to hold the outside line. They make the inside for turn 2. A little bit off track there, but you can see Hannestad is using a lot of battery to keep Luke Martin behind. Luke Martin looking for the outside line now into turn 4. Going to go around the outside, but Hannestad dives it deep, holds the inside line, and he's defending off Luke Martin once again into turn 6 as Magnussen picks up a 3-second time penalty, and now we'll head on to the Mistral Straight where Luke Martin will have the DRS assistance, but it looks like Hannestad's just got a mighty drive out of turn 6 and 7. Look at that distance already between the two. And Luke Martin is going to have DRS, but I don't think he's going to be close enough for a move here.
Ice Cream looked like he was going to go for a massive dive there on Cassie from about 2-3 tenths back. He was gaining and gaining and gaining. If that straight was maybe 100, 200 meters longer, he was making that move all day. So Sargent must be running some pretty low wings by the seems of things. He's been making so many moves on that straight.
Look at this fight though, 4P3 at the moment. Talbot, Nielsen and Jens.
It's worth noting though that these three have lost several seconds to P2.
They have. Livingston and Puthran seem to be on a little bit of a different level today. I thought we should put it down to Kosev's, Klingmer's AI, but I don't know. It just looks like these two do have the pace over these guys today.
The battling between them definitely wouldn't help. But what's his name? Mewis has the overspeed on Nilsson.
Yeah, Jen's looking for the inside line into turn 1.
More better of it though.
Yeah, Nilsson does have him covered off on this occasion, but is Nilsson going to fall out of the second DRS time?
Because of Luke Martin having a scrap into turn 1, Luke Martin on the inside for turn 2. Can't quite keep his wheel in there, and Kosev gets a position.
And Hannesad's got past Kosev, it was worth noting as well. We didn't notice that.
Now got 2-second gap between them actually. Never mind getting past, 2-second gap. Oh, as Livingston's gone past on the straight.
Livingston is past and taking the race lead into the chicane here on lap 8. Looked like a nice, just simple DRS move down into the chicane, but I'm sure these two will be wanting to work together to pull away from the rest of the pack as soon as they can. Let's just see what Livingston's pace is now he's in some free air. These three filtering it out at the moment. It seems like all the action is going to be happening now for P7 in this race. Noah Masic, Ice Cream and Cassie all very close together within 5 tenths of one another. Yeah,
your lead medium runner at the moment, it's actually Hiker in P10. Even though oh, Luke Martin actually. Sorry, Luke Martin's up the inside of Kosev.
Luke Martin is up the inside of Kosev, and there's contact between the two. Luke Martin, I think, maybe washing a little bit wide through that corner, as he likes to score.
He's let him back through, but that's invited Vasilev.
It has. I think there was a little bit of contact between Vasilev and Luke Martin.
The fastest lap on the hard tyres. So that free air must be great for him.
It must be, because he's nearly pulled a second over Puthran, according to this.
Only 5 pence.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Either way, though.
Either way.
And I'm not. I don't think Vasilev's not close enough to make the move on Luke Martin, even though it looked extremely likely after Kosev got through. Any other close moves are on the grid? I think it's mainly just a battle for P3 and P7 at the minute.
Yeah, we're gonna keep a close eye. Actually, I think Masic is right under the rear wing of Noah Masic. No, Nonya Ice Cream. But
what I've noticed though is Masic seems to lose time on the straight every time.
Yeah,
I think that's a high wing setup right there. Vasilev gets past on the straight though, and on the medium compound tyres. So Luke Martin losing, what, 2 positions in the last couple of laps. That P5 is not looking likely.
What happened to Pavic and Kingma? Kingma seems to be having some issues with his controller and connection. And Pavic just...
Is Jeff Pavic.
Just into the wall. Is it turn 8? I think it is. Oh, and Luke Martin looking down the inside! Oh, he thought about a move there down the inside into your corner.
He ain't got the balls.
He hasn't got the...
He's got no cojones.
He's got no balls into Bussy.
So yeah, I went full balls on Rosu into Bussy, so...
Oh, no.
Got the move done, didn't I?
Makes sense. How are we doing, Mr. NPC Will Lightning Leader?
Mewis actually just got past Nilsson, as you are greeting Mr. Will Lightning.
So that is Jen's now up into P4. Is it Mew?
Mewis. I'm just going to say Mewis. I could be wrong on that, but...
Mewis. I think it is Mewis. Chat, how do you reckon you say his name? I should have probably asked him. I feel bad. I'll call him Jens, but I don't want to butcher his name, because I know... Kosev 3-second time penalty. Currently down in P12.
He's got Vasilev right on his gearbox there. Literally 2/10 gap between them. Separate them through the entirety of Sector 1, but Vasilev now with the DRS and medium tyres. It's going to be an easy move, it looks like. And
it does look like that. And Vasilev...
Anastad does the same thing to Hiker, just further up the same straight.
Anastad now up into P10, Vasilev up into P12. But Luke Martin and Kosev are going to be battling for position. They're both having 3-second time penalties.
Cassie and Ice Cream having a battle. Ice Cream around the outside, and he's
made that. And Masic is looking for the outside line of Cassie as well. And he does look like he's going to get the move done on the Ferrari driver. Masic up into P8 as well. Ice Cream taking P7 away from Cassie, and Cassie falling down to P9.
There's some good racing going on.
There is some good racing going on. France does deliver, just no one believes in it.
Nah, France does not deliver.
It does.
Terrible track.
I think if you get all 3 tiers and rate them on their racing and the actual entertainment of the race, France has delivered the most this season.
Tier 3 Silverstone.
Tier 3 Silverstone did carry Silverstone, but I think that Tier 1...
Tier 2 Bahrain.
Mid. Overrated.
Bullshit. I had to register masterclass in Bahrain Tier 2 before you got the boots. I'm trying to think of what good Tier 1 races there's been. To be fair, they're all really boring. They're all too good.
France was good.
Yeah, but they're all just too fast and like they're all on the same pace because they're all just ridiculous. So it's just a DRS between the whole race.
But it does look like Masic is going to get past Ice Cream. Pulls that to the right. Down the straight and into the chicane. He's going to have the DRS assistance. The back of that Haas is flashing away, but he is up into P8. P7.
Hassie didn't really get invited in there either, as much as he was probably hoping to. However, he has gotten a better drive than Ice Cream out of that corner there, and he might... No, I think he's running 2 high wings, Cassie. Ice Cream going for that move around the outside, the same thing he did to Cassie there, but that's invited Cassie up the inside. And he's going to try and hold it. Ice Cream going for the switchback now. And he's alongside, heading into turn like 11 or 12 or something.
12, I think.
I don't have the overlay.
Oh,
Oh,
and
and
there's-
there's contact.
As
Big snap there.
Ice
for
Cream takes to the off track to then slot in behind Cassie into P9. But these guys fighting it out quite
That's
hard,
11.
you'd say, for lap 11, and all on the same strategy as well. As Vasilev, yeah. Vasilev into the pits.
Pits, yeah. Let's see how this strategy pays off for him, because the undercut is definitely huge around this track.
Let's have a look, though. Further up the order, Jens and Nilsson do seem to be pretty close this time round. Nilsson will be tucking into that slipstream and getting a DRS assistance down the straight. As here he goes. He is going to have the overspeed. He's going to pull out to the left and into the chicane. It does look like he's going to be ahead. And he'll slam that DRS shut and take the left-hander into the right. And he'll find himself back into P4 in this race with Talbot just up the road. As still...
It's all sort of filtering out a bit now.
It is. It is.
But Jens is actually right on the back of Nilsson straight away again. He might go for a move here if he's feeling ballsy, but I don't think he is. Nah, too late to make a dive. And there's a yellow flag for Sharma, who's had yet another spin.
Oh dear.
Not how he's going to want his race to be going.
You might
He's
as
been
well.
pretty solid all season.
You might as well just copy his TP.
No, we don't promote Jeff Pavic behaviour. Kosev actually right on the back of Hiker, side by side with Hiker. Hiker on the mediums, which are probably quite dead by now. I'd imagine he might be diving into the pits here instead of fighting this move.
Possibly, as he
And
has
he
crossed the pit line. He's crossed the pit line.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, I'm just so offended by that. Anyway,
I hope the God Kosev writes an essay to Ducker about that, because it's very deserved.
oh dear. Anyway, Luke Martin up into P12 now, but obviously with those medium runners of Vasilev and Hiker pitting, and also Zerveld, you've got to not count Zerveld out because he did pit quite early on.
No.
Oh, I really hope he has that kind of no tone in his clip.
Yeah, it'll be fantastic.
No. It's the way he puts like a yo on the end of his nose. No, no.
Mate, I'm not gonna lie, Zerveld's not going to the end. He's been on this medium since
I
last.
didn't say he's going to the end
Okay. Yeah, but so why would Luke need to worry about him then?
because if there's a safety car or something,
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
can't count him out.
Didn't specify that, mate.
Yeah, that was fun. Those two races only good at what's happening with Vasa. By the way, he's always rapid. Huh? But this season he's looking a bit off. Apart from when he dominated in Portimao.
Yeah, apart from when you know, like, won the race by like several seconds.
God.
Anyways, Nilsson, the first hard runner to come into
Oh.
the pits.
Oh, is he trying a nice little cheeky undercut that we definitely didn't tell him to do?
We definitely did not say that this is
We-
a good strategy.
100%.
This was not
Definitely did
mentioned
not
by
say
us.
anything about this at all whatsoever.
Not at all. Not even in the slightest.
No, never us. We would never encourage this behaviour.
Is he gonna come out into clean air though? Is the question.
I think
Because
he'll
if
come out
he-
behind Luke Martin. Hopefully, I
Magnussen-
think he will be. I think he could be between Luke Martin and Sharma, about halfway between them. Yeah, he will.
Magnussen's got the same strategy. Gonna go for the undercut.
Oh, he
box
is.
and last 14 on the mediums.
He was at Portimao, then he fell off. I mean,
He's not fell off though, has
let him cook.
he? Let my boy Vasilev cook. He's got such a cool name. I can't believe he's
Vasil Vasilev. His initials are VV.
That's so sick.
His
Didn't you see
his initials are a big W.
True. And that's all he brings home realistically.
Exactly. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. There's a
Get
bit of a
about-
DRS train forming from the back of Noah Masic down to Hannestad, who's caught up to these three now. And
It's not. His ice creams just fell out of it. He's back in it now. Never mind.
he'd be right.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. But everyone else on the track is pretty spread out. It's just the front two seem to be. I think there's probably about a couple hundredths of a second each lap.
Poothran's in the pits. Poothran's going for
Poothran
the
into
undercut on Livingston.
Ooh. Now this could be spicy.
And will Livingston try and stick it out for several more laps to get a huge overcut, or will he try and will he try and go in straight away, cover it off?
It'll be interesting to see. But the Mercedes into the pits, 2.2 second stop for him. It's almost like it's the normal stop time on the multiplayer lobby. Although I did see someone in Tier 2 get a 1.9.
Yeah, that's bollocks. Where's my 1.9? Codemasters.
I think it was you.
It was not me.
Oh, was it? It was someone in the Tier 2 race. I think it was you. Anyway.
Well, just a second behind Anastad, so he's going to want to hope that he doesn't catch up to that train too fast, otherwise he's going to get stuck in traffic. And that is not going to be ideal for his hopes against Livingston up at the top.
No, it will not. And yeah, it's going to take a few corners for those medium tyres to warm up. But it's going to be the same for Livingston when he comes out the pits. So if you can find some time, and where you find the most time on this track is in Sector 3, the most technical sector, and those fresh tyres will be giving him a big advantage there to gain some time on the back of the Ferrari.
I think what is also worth a mention is the undercut attempted by Nilsson here. So he's only now about, let's say, 7 to 8 seconds behind Puthran. And he was behind Talbot when he went into the pits. And Talbot's 8.3 behind Livingston. So is the undercut going to pay off here?
Let's see. Will be Livingston into the pit lane now. Will Talbot follow suit? Yes, he is. Talbot into the pits as well. So the front two, not saying they're on net position, but Talbot into the pits.
And Jens does not go into the pits.
No, the Alpine driver is staying out on his first outing for the French outfit.
Ethan Sargent also staying out. Noah Masic coming in. Ben Cassie nearly rear-ending him into the pits. Ice Cream ghosting into the pit lane. Hannah Starr coming into the pit lane. God, everyone's piling in. Kosev with another 3-second time penalty. But yeah, we'll get all of our answers.
I think
and Livingston comes out just ahead of Puthran there, but he's going to have some cool tyres to warm up. And Talbot comes out ahead of Nilsson.
Luke Martin up into the top 5.
Yeah, but come on, he does have the box. Let's be realistic.
Oh, and Puthran all over the back of Livingston through turn 6 and 7 into turn 8 now, and Puthran will be well within that DRS line. And Magnussen setting the fastest lap, but that rear wing is open on the Mercedes. He pulls out to the left using all of his battery. He seems to be pushing very much on that, trying to make that undercut work for him. And the number 42 Mercedes up into net P1.
Mate, don't mention people's numbers to me. I'm sick of writing people's numbers, to be honest.
Cope, seethe, ratio.
40 tickets a week from Austria.
But I just want to see something because Jens, on his first ever outing at Amethyst Racing, might actually have led one lap of a Grand Prix. Let's see if he pits or not. Is he going to pit?
Yeah, but he does cross the
he's
lane
gonna
faster than everyone else, though, doesn't he?
He pit. He's not going to lead a lap.
Actually, no, because it's a close one.
Oh, it could be close.
It's
no,
a close one.
he won't.
Now, where's the Alpine pit crew? Yeah, he won't. Oh, bless
Sad
him.
times. Anyway, Puthran is now in the lead of this race, ahead of Livingston. That's not Livingston. Livingston.
Martin, 5-second time.
Sorry. I shouldn't laugh.
No, you should.
I should. I really should. But this could be an interesting scrap here, as Livingston does seem to be the one keeping his head the most. He seems to be, looking after his battery, looking after his tyres, just patiently waiting for his opportunity to arise to overtake Puthran. And this could be his opportunity here, down the Mistral Straight into the chicane, like we saw him do earlier on. So you will be focusing on a good drive out of turn 7, through turn 8, tucking into the slipstream of the Mercedes. Vassler picking up a 3-second time penalty there. And it doesn't look like Livingston's going to be making the move here, actually.
His wings must be too high. Hanstad picking up another 3-second time penalty. But, yeah, Luke Martin coming out in P14. I'm convinced he was not behind Hiker before the pit stops. So I think the undercuts work there for Hiker, has it not? As I say that, he's nearly had a spin. I'm nearly cursing more people. What's yellow flag?
Kosev.
Kosev's had another spin. It's not a good day for Kosev.
It's not been a good day for Kosev.
Brand new FIA member.
Yes.
As well as Nilsson. Don't forget.
And
anyone else in tier 3?
I don't think so.
Don't think that. Nope.
Jeff Pavic has lost his FIA role.
Yep. We're stacking him.
Just for that crash. Primarily.
You can't represent the league like this. It's not allowed.
The Pav bitch effect. God damn it. Anyway, Nilsson and
Seen,
Talbom apparently are
we've seen-
catching up, but it doesn't look like Monk's
Yeah, we've
giving me
seen,
false information here.
we're seeing the same battles that we were seeing before the pit stops. Realistically, we've got Livingston and Puthran scrapping it out for the lead of the race, whilst Talbom and Nilsson are on the battle for P3. But what happened to Jens? He was right on the back of Nilsson, was he not?
Yes, but he stayed out. Didn't he stay out like an extra 2 laps?
Yeah, but that, you couldn't have lost 6 seconds, surely.
I'm not too sure. But Luke Martin was looking for the inside line on Erling Heiker into turn 1, but
Retired. Ah, it's in the pits. I got excited.
Luke Martin was eyeing up the move on the inside of the Aston Martin into turn 1, but it had to back out of it. It was a very nearly collision, I think, between the two. As Luke Martin does seem to be struggling around here after his P2 out in Austria. Maybe he's just washed.
Maybe he is. I wouldn't even say maybe. Definitely is. But he does have the DRS on high.
Best weekend ever for Alpha. Elmans. But Luke Martin pulling out to the left-hand side of Erling Heiker. Down the straight, he's going to have the overspeed. He's going to get the move done. Well done before the chicane comes around. And he gets the braking right and will stay ahead.
Ice Cream might go for the move on Cassie here because he's done it several times already. I have a feeling he's going to get the overspeed.
He is. He's looking for the inside line now into turn 11.
Is he going to go for it? He is. He's going for it.
Going for it into the apex of the corner. It might have been contact between the two.
There wasn't.
Was there not?
He just couldn't make that one stick.
Couldn't make it stick, but Ice Cream will be looking to get the better drive out of turn 12 and into the final 3 corners. Turn 13 now into 14. He's not gonna look for the inside into turn 15.
But he is going to get a better drive. He should hope if he wants to make a move here. But it doesn't look like he even has. But I'm pretty sure he's running some pretty low wings, definitely in comparison to Ben Cassie. So
Let's
the
switch.
straight is going to be where he wants to get it done.
Let's switch back to the lead of the race because Livingston is going to be behind down the DRS straight once again, but he just doesn't seem to be making an effect down the straights. He's recharged his battery quite a lot though since we were last on board with him, so he could be eyeing up a move in the next few laps.
Magnussen's made the move towards the back on Hiker into turn 1 and 2.
Magnussen now up into P13 ahead of Heiker, Sharma and Zerveld, who's still hanging it out at the back at the moment.
Towery of Hannestad.
It
He's had a
is.
spin at the same place as Kosev spun twice.
And Luke Martin now going through up into P11. But he's
Hannestad getting out the way of his fellow teammate.
he's quite a way away from the points.
He's got ahead of Hiker. Oh, but Hiker went for the dive.
That was a cent and a half.
Ballsy move, but it paid off, and I rate it.
Obviously, a Hiker having the experience here so far in the league, getting the podium out in Monaco.
Livingston, only 3/10 off the back of Buffon going into turn 15, I believe. But he's just not gaining at all on the straights, even with the DRS wide open. But Ice Cream is someone who is gaining, and he's getting the better exit than Cassie out of that corner, and he's got the move done.
But Livingston isn't finding the pace he needs right now, even though he's on the fresher tyres. And he looked faster pace-wise earlier on in the race. He's not made too much of an impression on Puthran's lead. Puthran's still...
Unless he can get a good exit, yeah, which it looks like he has. A good exit, and the DRS assistance along with his battery could get him through here. The gap's actually going down quite significantly this time.
It is, and
he
he's
gonna be
closing,
close
he's closing on the Mercedes, but he doesn't find the space. Doesn't pull alongside into the corner. He's gone off track there, actually. It could have been a warning. I would be surprised if it wasn't. So he needs to be careful if he picks up any more of those.
Hannestad pulled off the exact same move on Hiker that his teammate did the lap before. And Hiker picks up a 3-second time penalty. And Magnussen picks up a 3-second time penalty. Christ.
Jesus.
Cassie right on the back of Ice Cream, going into the braking zone, doesn't quite make the move. Thinks better of that one. But it looks like Luke Martin is not even going to be in the points at this point.
Yeah, but the thing is there's a huge train going on up ahead. And
actually, never mind. Livingston just got extremely close to the last corner, but then I realised that the drive out of the last corner doesn't really matter because Puthran's just got much lower wings. At least it seems that way. But again, this battle for P... Well, it's not even P7 anymore because Noah Masic has broken off the DRS from Ice Cream. So the battle for P8, it's pretty heated right now. Luke Martin's gained about a second per lap on Vasilev, the car at the back of this train.
Well, I'm going to just quickly stay on board though, because there could be a change for the leader of the race once again. These two are still pretty even on pace, and Livingston using some of his battery this time around. He's used 10%, 15%, and he's pulled alongside the Mercedes, and he gets ahead into the braking zone, and it is the Ferrari of Zach Livingston leading the race once again, getting past the Mercedes of Puthran, and Livingston once again leading this race. It was a nice little send around the outside there. I do think Puthran backed out of it.
You do have to consider, is that not just a fruitless task though, because Puthran on the straights is just going to bomb it straight back at him.
But it depends how much time that Livingston can make up through Sector 3.
We'll find out, but maybe he's going to want to do that exact same move in about 5 laps time.
Very true.
Rather than now.
Very true.
Cassie, you get a 3-second time penalty there. So
Yeah.
every car from Cassie until Hiker has a 3-second penalty, if not more. Let's actually go into detail on that, see what the penalties are. So you've got Ethan Sargent with the 3-second time penalty, as well as Ben Cassie and Vasilev and Hiker. Luke Martin with 8 seconds of time penalty, with Hannestad and Magnussen behind on 6. Livingston's setting the fastest lap actually, but I would assume that's because he's deploying a lot of battery to get past.
And he also had DRS down the straight and clean air in Sector 3, so it has worked all nicely for him on that lap.
If you can make that, if you can make a good enough gap through Sector 1, then he could stand a chance through the straights of Sector 2.
Possibly.
We'll soon find out.
It does look like Vasilev and Cassie are closing up on the back of Ice Cream as well, it's worth noting, but Ice Cream with not having a penalty is going to be pretty safe. He could probably just chill out for the rest of this race now.
Let's see what Puthran can, what sort of track he can gain on the back of Livingston. Not much,
Oh.
actually. Whoa!
He had a big lag
see that
spike
too?
then, yeah. Huge lag spike for him.
I was making sure that was not me lagging.
I think he's fallen out of his... Is he fallen out of DRS, nearly?
No, he went from about 3/10 back to 8/10 back though, so it has disadvantaged him. And if Livingston can do a fast enough Sector 3, then he could actually break the DRS.
Is Livingston... No, not Livingston. Is Zerveld on the
What was it,
same
move?
tyres?
Ice Cream and Cassie going side by side. And Cassie keeps the position, but that was quite close. But what was the question?
Is Zerveld still on the same tyres? Oh no, he's gone to new mediums.
No. What is Mel doing all the way at the back, man? Luke Martin's gonna kick
Wait,
him up.
I'm actually proud of him for not quitting. He could have just
I've got
pulled up
nothing-
into the pits and
I've
retired.
got nothing wrong with him being at the back. I just fancied seeing what is Mel doing.
Oh, and Puthran spun!
Puthran. Wow.
Puthran has spun at turn 2. And if he's got problems with overheating tyres now, because tyres are very delicate around this track, especially you want to be running, you know, the maximum pressures you can around here. Nilsson and Talbot might close up to the back of him here. He's gone off track, getting a bit caught on the outside curb there of turn 6, and this could be.
Livingston's going to be absolutely jumping for joy in his little bedroom with his 3 monitors and his bed that is above his monitors for some reason.
Oh, but it seems to be a big battle going on here at the moment. Cassie and Ice Cream. I think Cassie's actually just got past Ice Cream, hasn't he?
No, he's been defending it.
Oh,
They've been battling, and Ice Cream has been passed a few times, but I believe Cassie's held it the whole time so far.
And also, Vasilev is pushing Ice Cream through turn 7 and turn 8, and he's going to be very close coming down the DRS straight. Is he going to have the wings though to be able to close up enough? And I think Ice Cream's actually going to be the one closing up on the back of Ben Cassie, looking for the inside line into the chicane. There's contact between the two. I think that was maybe Cassie's fault. Well, it could have been Ice Cream carried a bit too much speed, but Cassie picks up a 3-second time penalty for quitting the chicane, and now Ice Cream's back through into P8. And now I think Vasilev's going to be eyeing up the move here. And Cassie's he's all over the back of him. He's tugging back into slipstream, gets a better entry into turn 10, into turn 11 now.
Inside, maybe. He's not going to commit to it, or is he? He nearly went for it there.
No, he did. Now I think Vasilev's.
Right at the back.
Oh, Vasilev fought about the outside line into turn 12.
Vasilev is on the hard tyre compound though, so it will be much harder for him to even try and make any traction-based moves on these two.
That's true. But no, these two seem to be. Oh, these three, sorry, seem to be calming it down a little bit. And also, Masic is pulling away from this train at the moment. What happened to Hannestad? He spun, doesn't he? Oh, but Cassie's looking for the inside line. Now into turn 1. A little bit more bumping, banging between these two. And there's more as they come through the apex of turn 1. These two do not want to be going side by side with each other anymore. They're probably furious with each other on track. Probably screaming in their cockpits right now as Vasilev just cannot find his way past. Each time these guys slow him down, he cannot find a way to navigate around the cars ahead of him as Nilsson picks up a 3-second time penalty.
That's crucial. That's absolutely crucial for him. Especially if he was going to try and fight for a podium position here, then, I mean, his hopes are pretty much gone now with 3 laps remaining.
What is the gap between him and the Alpine?
4.6.
Yeah. Ooh, it could get close because...
and the Alpine's running 3-lap fresher tyres as Heike's had a spin at the back. Oh, don't... Thank God, I thought he was going to rejoin like a fool. He hasn't.
But, yeah, that's going to be crucial for Nilsson. He needs to now keep over 3 seconds of the new Alpine driver currently in P5, having a great race, but all on his own. So he's not got too much coverage this stream.
I wanna know where Van Loon gets all of his drivers from because he seems to.
Oh, Vasilev and Ice Cream making contact. Vasilev lets him back through because I don't know that it didn't look like Vasilev was carrying too much speed in that corner. But there was definitely contact between the two, and that could cost some time here to Ben Cassie. And crucially, Ice Cream's got to stay, well, actually it's 6 seconds, but I'm not too sure who was at fault for that chicane incident, so it could still be 3-second penalty for Cassie. But let's see what happens. As according to the overlay, there's only 2 seconds between Nilsson and, is it Jens? Yeah, Jens.
There's 4 seconds.
Oh, 4 seconds, okay. I have a Dutch factory which just pumps out a new driver every now and then.
Yeah, like he just signs a random Dutch guy, and he's not even the full-time driver. He's a reserve. He steps in and he gets like P5. He did the same thing in TR1 France with that what's his name, Van Basten, I think.
But here comes Vasilev down the straight, using the DRS and the ERS to fly past the Red Bull of Ice Cream. Ice Cream cannot do anything to defend that as Iker picks up a 3-second time penalty, another one to add to his collection.
He's trying to catch them all. Luke Martin's he's right on the back of Ice Cream and Vasilev.
Luke Martin right could be eyeing up some points here.
It was a 6-second gap. I don't think he is with an 8-second time penalty personally. Unless
Tombstone back from the dead.
Tombstone. Zach Tombstone.
Tombstone.
He must be so buzzing that I'm in tier 2.
Yeah. No, he's no longer a second driver, mate.
Yeah, he was in my shadow last season, like, poor guy.
Oh dear. Well, no, it's been a pretty filtered out race, I'd say. It's been good. But as we head on to the penultimate lap, is Livingston leading by, is that 7 seconds?
It's 8.6.
8.6 now to Puthran.
Talbom's closing on the back of Puthran. He's actually just getting 2/10 out of that corner alone. He's 1.6 off the back of Puthran now, so Puthran might not even hold this P2, depending on if he makes a mistake or something on this final lap. Well, final lap coming up.
This could get pretty heated for the first Persian. The first person to lose the race, which will be Puthran as it stands. I think that is Luke Martin. Wait, what? Luke Martin just made a move, I think. No, he didn't. He thought about it.
No, he's just right on the back of Ice
Do you remember when Luke Martin was like in a Corvus and he's bigging up how into Bussy is his like hunting ground?
Yeah, he did say that.
He did say that. But
I mean, I'm not sure what he's hunting. Maybe rabbits at him.
No, it's his hunting ground. Okay.
He's definitely not hunting anything
worth it.
Anything large. Nothing worthwhile, that's for sure. He's not getting any deer. But he is getting the DRS.
He is getting the DRS, and into turn 1, he's going to have the inside line and make the move up to P10, but...
He gets the 3-second time penalty again.
Luke...
And he's nearly spun it.
Luke Martin.
Oh, Fluke Martin's, he's bottling it so hard.
Fluke
What?
Martin down to P11 once again.
Vasilev's right on the back of Ben Cassie, heading into the first straight on the back of the circuit.
And this
He's
could
on the
be
hard
a
tyre,
crucial move. This could be a position because Cassie might get that 3-second removed if it's deemed his not his fault. That was a bit dangerous down the straight, and it has prevented Vasilev making the move.
I think if he's getting that 3 seconds removed, then he might have just got himself another one with that. And then, Christ.
The wily old fox.
The wily old fox is acting like an amateur today. But he is gaining.
Who isn't an amateur is Zach Livingston, who crosses the line to take P1 once again here in Tier 3 Amethyst Racing. Livingston dominating here in France once again. Purifran put up a bit of a fight for him, but he came out on top as Purifran lost his car through turn 1, and Purifran does hold on to that P2. Talbon in his second ever race here at Amethyst Racing, taking P3. Nilsson loses his position to the Alpine driver of Jens, who this is his first race here, and he's taken P4 for his team at their home race. Sargent P6, Masic looking like it's going to be a solid P7 for him. A very quiet race on Masic once he broke that train, but he's done well to not pick any penalties. As Vasilev does get the position on Cassie, but Ice Cream gets them both.
5-second time penalty. Unserved penalty.
Ice Cream gets them both, moves himself up into P8. Vasilev P9, Cassie P10, Hannestad P11, Luke Martin P12. What an L. Sharma up to P13, Magnussen P14, Hiker P15. Ooh, will he be P15? This is close. It's going to be close. Is it?
Is it? What happened?
No, it's not.
He's P16.
Hiker holds P15, Zervod P16. Kosev and Pavic and Kingma, the only retirements out of this race. It's a pretty intense race at times, and definitely delivered. But yeah, it kind of just got a bit filtered out after a bit, didn't it?
That was such a fluke shot in L.
Fluke shot. Guide the raid. Did someone redeem Guide the raid?
Someone redeemed Guide the raid. Gleek.
Oh.
Oh no, that was 5 days ago.
Oh.
Are you looking at the requests?
M. Gilbert, thank you for the follow. Pardon? What is your problem? What are you doing?
I was making sure that we did all the requests, and we have.
I think that's what Will did the other day to do in Raid Hamsey's race.
Yeah. Anyways, there's your podium.
I am just doing the screenshots.
Make sure you don't get the penalties in this time, you
Oh
fool.
shit, I did.
Oh, we'll redo them, man.
God, why does it do that though? It's so stupid.
Unless you want like half a tier 3 race result.
I think I'm gonna be able to get the bottom lot.
You are or you aren't?
I don't think I am. It's not changing. Change! There we go.
Have you got them?
I've got them.
Thank God. Alright, it's time we do some interviews.
It is time to do some interviews. Right, let me put us on to this screen real quick. Okay, let's get some interviews done, everybody. Woohoo, wahey, let's do it.
Wahey, woohoo, wahey.
Doesn't everybody love some interviews? Okay, if I do this... Oh. Wait. What?
Right, are we ready for the interviews? Because we do have race winner, aka my shadow.
Let's get him up here. Come on. Come on up. Is he... Have you added him?
I have. Do you want Marco up here as well?
Hello, yeah, I get Marco up here as well.
I love Marco.
Hello, hello. I
You
mean,
alright?
first of all, congratulations. It has
Thank
to
you.
be
Thank you.
given. I mean, it was a very shock pole position for us to watch. It was a last minute. You know, I think you were the last person to cross the line and one of the last people to cross the line. And you
Yeah.
put it straight up there by I think what is it 2/10, 3/10 nearly,
Yeah, I think so.
and sharing the front row with Puthran. Not the best start from you. Dropping down, was it side by side for P3 or P2, weren't you?
Yeah.
Into the first two corners.
Yeah, yeah. And then King
Um,
kind of like dipped. No Hampton there, but
but it it kind of, you know, you work your way back up. You got you're trailing Puthran for a few laps, and then you made the move. And since there, you basically stayed ahead until the pit stops came around. You stayed out an extra 2 laps, I think, from Puthran pit. Just one. Just one. And yeah, do you want to talk us through that? Did it, you know?
Well, yeah, I just had the tyres felt absolutely fine. They felt as good as they did on the first lap, so I just thought I don't need to pit early. I thought like he wouldn't really get down the cup. I guess he must have pushed really hard on that out lap to get past me, because he came up like right behind me after the pit stop and just overtook me because it was just cold, I guess. But then I sat behind him, let him drain his ERS, and then I got past on like lap 21 or 22, I think. But yeah, it was just a matter of waiting really, because I knew I had the pace on him.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
mean, you look pretty comfortable out there. I said it on stream. You looked like you were just looking after your tyres, regaining your ERS, and then
Yeah,
once
yeah,
you did
yeah.
that, you made the move. Do you want to talk? Was it you know, the move you made? Was it once you were in the lead? Was it fairly easy to keep him behind, or were you struggling down the straights? It looked like you were running maybe higher wings than him.
I was definitely running higher wings, yeah, but I think once you get in like that 6/10 gap between each other, then you know, it's just like it doesn't, even with the low wings, there's not enough pace difference to get back in front of someone. It doesn't, regardless of your setup, really. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And then obviously Puthran. Oh, has he done that?
I didn't mean to do that.
What I was gonna say is obviously Puthran then having his little spin at turn 1 into
Yeah,
turn
it's
2 was unfortunate, but did it help you just basically cruise towards the end, just keep it clean,
Yeah.
keep it within the white lines?
Yeah. I mean, I had the engineer like monitoring his ERS as well, so that sort of calmed me down as well. I knew that like if I had the advantage over him, then it wouldn't be as much trouble to defend, which really kind of just put me at ease, and I could just drive all the way to the line. Really, it wasn't just on autopilot kind of.
Good stuff. And Belgium next. Are you going to be looking? I think Best will be back.
Oh,
Belgium,
yeah?
I
Oh,
think. Right, Swan.
I don't know.
I believe so.
Nice.
Wouldn't
But
say-
once again, you're extending out your lead.
Yep.
Obviously, last week it's gone a lot better than last week did. I think you'll agree.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
your a mega crash, I still think that was probably one of the biggest crashes you've had here. But you know, it was, you know, you're trying to extend your lead while Best is absent. But you definitely did that today.
Yep.
You got fastest lap as well, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so the whole 26 points awarded today.
Excellent.
You still got the sprint race points last weekend as well.
Oh yeah.
So
that's true.
you've got your, you know, you're still growing out your lead there. But are you feeling good for Belgium? You feeling you got the pace there?
Yeah. 100%.
I should hope so.
Right.
Tier 2 reserve. No, but
Yeah, I literally went 3/10 faster today than I did in tier 2
Oh my
quality.
god. I'm sorry, but please. Oh, he deleted it.
What?
I don't think I can even say what Luke Martin just said whilst.
Oh, to Zervo.
I saw it.
oh,
I saw it.
I can't wait to see
I
this.
saw
I
it.
actually
If you
can't
saw
wait.
it, if you saw it, you saw it, and if you didn't, you didn't.
I actually can't wait. I can't wait.
Thank you for this, guys.
Well, if that's everything, mate, is there anything else you want to add?
No. I look
And-
forward to
And
racing in Belgium.
good.
Perhaps twice. Who knows?
And Marco, you feeling like your team's having a strong performance this season? Obviously, leading most championships. I can't think. Is it all 3 championships, like constructor championships?
Everything but tier 2 as of now.
Oh, tier 2, Alfa Romeo. That's correct.
Yes.
But you know, you're having a really strong campaign here in tier 3 and tier 1. But do you want to add anything onto Livingston's performances?
Zach did it himself. I mean, there's not really much to say. I chimed in every once in a while on his racing, but he's a pretty self-sufficient driver, and he puts in the effort, so he deserves the win.
He learned it from me last season.
How many did you win last season?
5, 6.
I'll go for
But,
that.
hey, there was 2 less races though, and I
Yeah.
got banned for one because apparently I was cheating.
Alrighty, well, lads, thank you for hopping up here, and I hope to speak to you both next week.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys. See
Bye-bye.
you. later.
Cheers.
Well done.
See ya.
Alrighty, I think we've got to have the man himself up here. Come on, Jeff. Let's talk about it. Come on. You know you want to.
Hey, get my
Get Talbot.
podium
Yeah,
runner
come on.
up here.
He was
Get my
P3 corner.
podium
Come
runner
on.
up here.
Let's go.
Well,
Yeah,
welcome
let's
up,
go.
lads. First of all, Talbom, do you want to just talk a little bit about how your team principal is before I'm joking?
You fuck. Connor Fackliff.
I mean, well, first of all, Talbom, congrats on the podium, mate. P3 for you,
Thank you.
in your second race here at Amethyst Racing.
Yeah.
Obviously, last time out in Austria, didn't go the way you wanted it to, but you've really shown your pace around here. Do you want to talk us a little bit through your race? Because obviously, you've had the quite the race from P12 to P3. You know, I didn't really realise in the race how much you've gained, but now I'm looking at the results. It's a pretty huge gain from qualifying to the race. So, do you want to talk us through that? Did strategy play come in? Was it just a lot overtaking or carnage ahead of you?
I just had a good start. That's it. I like nothing more. Like Galloyan's spin goes. That was like it. Since when I moved up to P3, it was just like driving, nothing more. Trying to catch P2 and P1. So I think it was just lucky to have such a good start.
Yeah, and I mean, you were battling out with Nilsson for quite a while. Was it? I think it was mainly Nilsson and it was Nilsson and you, right? Battling for P3 most of the time.
Yeah.
And Nilsson nearly made the undercut work on you. I think you just held him off while your tyres were coming up to temperature. But was it
I
good?
was stuck behind.
Oh, were you stuck behind?
Fluke Martin. Oh, so I just came out right behind Martin and was stuck with him the whole sector 3 before he pitted.
Oh dear, Luke.
Luke Martin.
Well,
But it worked out.
now we can talk about your team principal's performances.
Oh god, team principal is here for Talbom. He's not here to give him.
No, come on, what happened, Jeff?
Yeah, how did you die on the street?
I died before the straight. I had
Oh, yeah, Carl
contact with your driver.
Our driver, Vasilev.
Yes.
Was it your fault, Jeff?
Potentially. Allegedly.
Did you do it because you were now for a mayor?
No.
No, just say yes. You look better.
Yeah, you look like an absolute
Yes.
chad. There you go. You heard it here first. Don't hire Jeff Pavic as your reserve because he'll just crash into people.
Should have done it on the pit straight to cause a safety car.
Will help me a lot. with the
Well,
fuel.
I mean, thank you both for coming up here. I mean, Talbon, do you want to talk about how you're feeling for Spa? Because Jeff probably won't make it again because he's gonna have to serve another penalty.
Nobody's gonna sign me. What do you mean?
I will sign you.
Well,
Yes.
We will not sign him.
he's a great driver, I promise you.
But
Great driver.
yeah. Do you want to talk a bit
Source
about how you're
Andrew
feeling?
Tate.
Shut up! Let's just get him out of here.
Yeah, get him out.
Talbon, do you want to? Yeah. No.
Out.
Bad boy.
Kennel. No.
Right, Talbon, do you want to go through how you're feeling for Spa? Are you feeling like you're gonna have the similar pace there? Do you think you're gonna be faster, slower? How are you feeling?
I don't really know. I don't know my pace around Spa, but hopefully I'll be as fast or faster. I really want to challenge for P1 as in
Ooh.
Austria, but yeah, I don't know. I like the track.
Yeah, I mean, you were pretty fast in Austria as well, if not faster than you were here in France today. So if
Yeah.
I think you've got the pace to be competing up there. You could, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if you were here at the start of the season. You could be up there in the top 3 of the championship. But it would be good to see where you can where you can finish in Spa. Hopefully the rain won't curse you like it will do in Tier 3, in Tier 2 inevitably. So, it'll be interesting to see. But, yeah, thank you for hopping up here, mate. And
Thank you.
I hope to speak to you next week.
Yeah.
Cheers, pal.
I also hope that. Cheers. Bye.
Talbom is the GOAT.
You're not. Sergeant, do you want to come up here for an interview before you end up? I think that's a yes. Hello.
Ooh.
How are we doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, good. Well, I mean, I've got to say, it was a pretty good race from you as well. Starting P10, finishing P6 in the end, and you basically distanced yourself from that train about halfway through the race, I think just after the pit stops. Basically, distancing yourself, giving yourself the gap to, drive in comfort, stay within the white lines. Was it an easy race? Was it was it a challenging one?
I mean, it wasn't hard because I had no one to fight with and it was a bit lonely. But I was just hoping I didn't spin because I spun every race I've done. So first time not spinning. And I just think P6 is the best I could have got because the people ahead of me were faster and the people behind me were slower. So I mean, I'm happy with the result.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good race from you. And I mean, but to be honest with you, there's so much that went on that race that I don't even know what to think. But yeah, it was a good quali from you actually, P10, qualifying ahead of your teammate Ice Cream, and also Talbom, who finished on the podium in the end. Do you wanna? I don't know. Is there anything you want to go through in the race or the quali or anything like that?
I think I could have done a bit better in quali. I lost 2 tenths in the first sector and then gained it in the last. So I feel I could have got a bit faster, but it was close to the best I'd done in practice. So I was happy. And the race, bad start, went down to P10 off the start, and then I just worked back up to P6, and a couple spins happened, and I just built the gap up behind me. Even with the 3 seconds, I was like 10 seconds ahead. So
yeah, and I mean that's how it's done. That's how you finish up there in the points. And is there anything you want to go through about Spa? Are you looking forward to it? Is it a track you're good at?
I've not really raced there. I missed the race last season. I was out doing something, so I'll see how it is. It's not a bad track, but it's a track where you have to get this out perfect. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you definitely do. It's one of those ones you just either high speed, low speed, high downforce, slow downforce. It's going to be an interesting one to see what wings people are running around there. A bit like France, to be fair. But yeah, we'll hope to see you there, mate. And I hope to have you back in this interview box.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Thank you for hopping up here.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, mate. Alrighty, I think that wraps it up. Anything else you want to add, Swan? Are you still here?
No, I am still here.
Oh, you
I'll
are
cheat
still
on you, but nothing else I want to add other than hope the Mag's going to Wembley. Will miss Tier 2 race sadly, but who cares?
Well, more importantly, tomorrow, 6 p.m, the charity stream for Turkey and Syria. I will be hosting alongside the NPC himself, Will Lightning, and we'll be having a 20 driver grid for full qualifying and a full 100% race around Silverstone. And it will be